in the next year. I hope it will be better. I'm pretty sure it will be better, and I think it will be a lot better. It has to be a lot better, no?
Yes, it will be.
Hello! La Suerte Dance School, Michal and Igor. Welcome to the first video of 2021. And during this video, we'll try to summarize the previous year. We'll tell you what do we think about it. We'll try to describe what we managed to achieve. We'll tell you if we like this year in general. Because the general impression is that it was really bad year, but we'll tell you how it was for us. We'll also talk a bit about people who spent this year with us and thanks to whom we managed to go through it. And in the end, we'll speak also about the digital side of La Suerte, which developed during the last year. That's why we have the laptop in here. We'll present you some statistics. We'll talk about our most popular videos. And you will know a lot more about what is happening in the background of our YouTube channel. So the first thing, Igor, let's summarize in general how it was. Do you think it was a really bad year, or we could say something good about it?
I wouldn't use the word bad. I think it was different.
Different. I would say difficult and challenging.
Yes, but not bad.
Not bad, yeah, I agree with that. I think that many people would say that it was a bad year, but from our perspective, I would say that we used it to the maximum. Like, we tried to push as much as we could. We used all our possible time and resources, and we tried to obviously follow the rules and regulations as well. That was something what was limiting us the most. But having all of it in mind, I believe that we've done quite a lot. Before we talk about what we managed to do, maybe I will mention a couple of people that I think should be mentioned in this video. So, first of all, I have to mention my wife Anna. So, big thanks, Anna. Because without Anna, I wouldn't be able to do everything what I've done this year. She helped a lot with the things that you guys can't see. So you couldn't see her online that often. Yeah, she took part in few videos. She wasn't really teaching classes live in here as well. But I got a lot of support from Anna, and that's very important because I remember times at Cuba Cafe when I started teaching classes, and the most difficult thing was when I was appearing for a class and I was wondering, will anybody be there? And I just simply didn't have any support, and this lack of support is, I would say, the most difficult element. So like having people around you helps a lot to keep going. So as simple as that. Obviously Anna was taking care of all the things that you can't see guys in here, and obviously she was taking care of our daughters as well. So I had a bit less duties at home, and thanks to that I could push in here at La Suerte and online as well. You were asking also, will Anna appear in more YouTube videos? And actually during the Christmas break, we have recorded quite a lot together, and we'll post something. When we are dancing, we did actually quite cool Rumba / Timba choreography routine. So we'll try to post that very, very soon. And then you'll see Anna back on the screen again. And obviously we'll keep recording in future as well. I always try to point this out that from my point of view, La Suerte is not only a dance school. This is a very crucial aspect of it. We teach people how to dance, yes, and we post dancing videos, yes, but the most important is the interaction with people, yeah? So without interaction with people, it wouldn't work. Like, I don't believe it would work. And this year was especially difficult because of this aspect, because we couldn't have you all guys around in here. So I'll start mentioning people who were in here and who helped us a lot during this strange period. And one is sitting next to me, Igor. You could see him during live streams.
Yeah. But it's my first time appearing on the
video. in front of the camera. We were chatting before, and Igor said like, oh, it's so different in front of camera, like when you have just camera behind your back. And maybe that's the thing actually, when you have the camera behind your back, you can't see it. you don't really think about it much when it's sat in front of you.
Also, like, I think it's like when I'm there, I dance. When I'm here, I have to sit. So, all the things, what I do with myself when I sit, and when I don't talk.
Yeah, it gets better. So we'll get to this aspect in a moment. But first, I wanted to talk about people. So Igor was with us on many live streams. We've done around 40 live streams. I think there are 37 of them on YouTube, and there were few before on Facebook. And yeah, I think Igor joined at some point, and then I don't think you missed someone. You went to Poland,
Yes.
and that was it. Other people that you've seen on videos. Andy, he appeared in many of our videos. Dominican Bachata recently, we do this Bachata lab together. Dave, obviously, also on live stream. He was pushing on us to sing and dance at the same time during Afro classes. He participated some live chats as well with me in here. Obviously, I should have started with Ola. Ola participated the biggest number of videos. You've seen her the biggest number of time next to me on many different videos. So big thanks to Ola. I know it was very busy year for her as well, but she still found time for us and to keep pushing with us as well. When we talk about people who participated in recording videos, we obviously have to name June as well. She left Manchester in August, yeah? Is it August?
So, yeah.
But before she left, she was both online and actually in here in person with us literally every day. And that's another aspect. There were some people who were here literally almost every day, and thanks to them, we continue. They gave me personally a lot of motivation. They gave me a reason to continue. I could feel that what we are doing makes sense. Yeah, so this story that I told you at the beginning, that sometimes I was wondering, is anybody coming to classes or not? This year, actually, I didn't have to think about it because I knew that they will be here. So obviously, Igor, Andy, June, they were here almost every day. Olga was helping me with running classes here in person as well, as long as we could do them. Igor and Andy were helping with them as well. And Ola, especially during first part of the year. Yeah, a couple more people that I should mention that were here with us very often, especially recently. Kat, Carol, Andrea, Chris. Who else should we mention? Ilona before she went to Poland. Or Natalia. Rooks, James, Robert. Yeah, they were with us here very often, almost every day. Yes, if it happened that I missed somebody, it might happen. Yeah, it would definitely happen. You are equally important to us if you were here with us during this year and we missed you. I'm really sorry. But I just wanted to point out that there were people with us, and thanks to those people, we felt like pushing forward, pushing stronger, doing something every single day, improving ourselves. And this is where we can move on fluently to what actually we managed to achieve this year. What did you achieve from your personal perspective?
I think my dancing improved quite a lot, but I think the most important thing I learned is kind of to enjoy dancing with myself, not with other people, and how to enjoy dancing solo. And I understood the importance of dancing solo and how that impacts not only your solo dancing, but how it also impacts your partner work.
Yes. Yeah, so I would say this is one of the big achievements. So during this year, we could do mainly only solo classes, so without partners. So from business perspective, that's obviously big downside, because we know that majority of you guys would like to dance with other people. And again, we completely understand that this is the main activity that we are providing here on regular basis. However, during this year, we couldn't do it. And then instead of saying, oh, I'm not going to do anything because I can't dance with other people. By the way, many people send me message like that. Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay with it. I understand how it works. But at the same time, some other people say, like exactly what Igor said now. Okay, if I can't dance with couples, let it be. let's do something else instead. Let's not make this year a wasted year. Let's invest in ourselves. Let's push a bit. And that's exactly what happened. So from educational perspective, I would say that this year was relatively successful because we managed to convince some group of people that dancing solo is very important element of learning salsa, and not only salsa. And it's not only about dancing solo. We've done a lot of musicality classes. We've done quite many Dominican bachata classes. Yeah. So even again, you would think Dominican bachata, you should dance in couples. No, we learned footworks. We learned body movements. We learned different rhythmical elements, and that all will impact our dancing in future. Obviously, we've done tons of body isolation classes, and I know that some of you were doing this with us at your homes, and that's pretty great. We don't have to stop dancing only because rules and regulations are suggesting we shouldn't be active, when I don't believe it's really about it.
No.
Yeah, we can keep being active with a bit more distance in between each other. Fair enough. By the way, I think that during this year we managed to prepare our dance space pretty well, so it was very, very safe. If you would like to join the next year, whenever we are allowed to open, our dance space is huge. We could easily, legally fit there over 30 people, still keeping distances between each other. So there is absolutely no problem. If you would like to join, whenever we can reopen, you're more than welcome to do it. From my point of view, the biggest achievement of this year was constant improvement. And this is something what I would say will be my goal for the next year. To, regardless to the circumstances, to keep improving. Because this is something what we can do. This is something what we can do in any environment, any circumstances, really. I'll tell you more what I mean by this improving. So obviously I mean dancing by that. Even from my point of view, I feel like I got better. One of these elements was obviously singing and dancing during our live classes. Singing is a thing far outside of my comfort zone, and I think, Igor, you feel similar.
Yeah, I think even more for me.
Yeah, I remember times when we used to sing, play guitar, and have fun during parties, and my flatmates and friends were always saying like, okay, if you want dance, if you want play guitar, but please don't sing. So this year, during my live stream, I even decided to sing, and it wasn't so bad. I listened to it and it wasn't painful, so that was okay. And I feel like we are improving with that, but that improves dancing massively as well. You have to concentrate on something else while dancing. I know this is quite difficult. I don't encourage everybody to do it, but I noticed also that our students, people who actually took part in those live classes, they got a lot better as well.
I think there is also the aspect of like self-awareness when you start watching yourself after you did the class.
Yeah, that helps a lot. That helps a lot, and I did that when it comes to recording videos. That's another aspect of improvement that I wanted to talk about. Like when we started recording videos, they were okay. They were okay. I would say they have still educational value behind them, and I think that you can learn quite a lot from them. But I believe that right now we are making videos better from many different aspects. Technological aspect, like technical as well, how we edit them, but also how we interact with cameras, or even how we position ourselves on the scene. Yeah, all of this matters, and I never thought about it. I knew nothing about video recording, video editing, arranging everything on YouTube. This is a completely new thing for me, and again, I don't know if I would develop it to the level I did if situation was different. To be fair, we wanted to start building up YouTube channel earlier, because we checked that before, and actually the first video that we posted was on 27th of February. It was me and Andy doing vlog, and the idea was to keep vlogging, like basically keep chatting to each other and tell to people what is happening at La Suerte, what are our plans, goals, ideas, invite you guys for events and stuff. But we couldn't do it. As simple as that. We just simply couldn't do it. So we had to change the plan. Like, there was no really plan to start producing classes online. To be honest, I was hesitant. I was always thinking to myself, like, oh, should I really publish all this material online? Like, can it replace me in a way?
Yeah.
But then, during the last year, I learned that we teachers cannot be replaced, really. If you think about it, you can learn quite a lot online, but the reason why people come here is very, very different. They come for motivation. I would say that's the biggest thing. We can simply push on you in here. When you are in front of your own PC and looking on the screen, you can just give up at any point you want. In here, you can't, because I'll look at you and this will be enough. Now, I'm joking a bit. Obviously, everybody's picking up everything in their own pace, and I'm okay with that. But I would say that dancing with other people, even if it's small number of people, it's definitely motivating you. Like, even you and Andy, you kept motivating each other.
Yeah, exactly.
They've learned all bachata routines, at least.
Yeah, all 9 routines.
Yeah. With Dominican bachata, you are not far as well.
Not far. I just have to push a bit more now, but yeah.
Yeah, with salsa a bit further. We have to work on that next year. Maybe this will be your goal, Igor, eh?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. In general, what I was thinking is I don't want to set myself goals. I have some wishes and some small plans about next year, but because of the current situation, it's very difficult to create a goal, and then I don't want to feel disappointed if we don't achieve it, especially if it doesn't depend on us. So basically, we want to do the best we can what depends on us. So another thing we wanted to do this year was inviting Cuban artists or Cuban people for interviews, Cuban people living in UK or in Manchester, or even not necessarily Cuban people, just people who are deeply interested in Cuban culture, music, dancing, and have chats with them, interview them. Because I believe that people like them, they can be really, really inspiring. Like, even watching Gerardo's interview, we interviewed Gerardo Darmas in March, so at the very, very beginning of this strange period. And I'll link this video somewhere on top. And I would say that this video was deeply inspiring. Like, it shows like how somebody grew in some culture and is trying to pass it to other people all around. That's very motivational, very inspiring. I did like this interview a lot, and I would like to interview other people as well, and definitely will attempt to do it again when we are allowed. So when we talk about Gerardo and our plans for interviews, let's summarize our year on YouTube. I told you that we recorded this first video on 27th of February, and that was a vlog just chatting about the situation at La Suerte. And if you watch it now, it sounds like extremely out of place, I would say, because we say like, yeah, we have parties, yes, we have busy classes, oh, we can't wait to see you, and things like that. And obviously, literally 2 weeks after that, we had to press pause and say like, okay, now we have to do it in a bit different way. So we have our statistics opened in front of us, and when we record this video, we are nearly reaching 1,700 subscribers. And how many of them, Igor, are from this year?
So from this year, we've got around 1,500.
Yeah, I think the number was, it doesn't appear now, but it was, I think, 1,491, if I remember it correctly. So yeah, let's say nearly 1,500 subscribers from March till now. That's pretty impressive number. I mean, okay, I understand there are a lot bigger channels than our, but from our point of view, that's very nice, cool number. I said that I don't want to set goals for the next year, but I will set one. 10,000 subscribers by the end of the next year. You think it's possible?
I think it is. I think the trend is like once you hit a certain number, it just keeps growing exponentially.
Goes a lot faster, yeah. And I believe in that as well. What's more, we keep pushing so much and working so hard on it. Do you know how many videos we posted since, let's say, this 27th of February? I checked it yesterday.
I don't know exact number, but I think it's over 200.
It's over 200. It's 240. 240 videos. That's pretty crazy. And that's been like around 300 days. Yeah. If you take off 2 months, 300 days, 240 videos.
Almost one video per day.
It's pretty ridiculous. There was a time when we've been posting 6 videos per week. The initial stage was slightly different than what is happening now, because at the beginning we wanted to build up the library so you could open our channel, say I would like to dance bachata solo, and there will be something for you. I would like to dance something intermediate level, let's say salsa for couples, and there would be something for you. Obviously we are concentrating mainly on salsa, bachata, afro and rumba. This is what we are teaching at La Suerte in majority, and obviously some body isolation as well. We like this aspect also. We recorded some chats, we recorded some theoretical classes, we recorded some interviews, and we'll keep going with that.
So I think the focus changes a bit from releasing a lot of videos to releasing...
That's exactly what I started talking about. You see, you brought me back to life. Yeah, so now it's different. We are not recording that often. We record still quite a lot, but we are posting usually 2 videos a week plus the live class on Thursday. So you'll see us most likely around three times a week. And all the videos that we recorded previously, they are obviously available on our channel, so you can easily access them. What's more, we try to arrange them in courses. So if you want to start from class 1 and keep progressing, normally it should work. Another aspect is like Carol told me that, like, oh, you probably don't realize how difficult are some videos. And yes, I do realize that. And again, the point was to try to produce different difficulties. So we have some classes for absolute beginners when we literally explain both for salsa and bachata basic steps. We go through very, very, very simple steps very, very slowly, and it moves up in a progressive way. And we have some classes which are pretty random, and not only random but difficult at the same time. But what I think about it is maybe this is very personal and subjective, but what I would like to find online, what challenges I would like to find online for myself and for the most dedicated students, because who is going to watch our videos? Actually, we don't have statistics like that. So if you would like to comment under this video, where you're from, who are you, how long you've been dancing, that will help us to create videos in future.
And why you are watching those videos?
Yes, because my imagination about it was that people who are watching it are addicted to dancing, and dancing wherever they live, it's very, very slow, so they are looking for resources online. Oh, we just got a new subscriber. And because of that, they need some inspiration. So this is one of the target audiences. And obviously, we approach also beginners, because we want more and more people to learn how to dance. That's always what we used to do in here when we could. Our main goal was to grow the community, bring more people to the scene. I don't think that many people in Manchester were doing that together with us, but that was one of the goals always, to bring more fresh blood, if you want to call it this way.
I think there is also a fair group of people, but it's really small at the moment, but there are students in the school.
Yeah. So that's completely different story. When we are creating the content for the channel, one of the ideas behind it was to create a video supporting our classes. So obviously, from your perspective, when you were coming now, these bachata videos that we were talking about, we've done them live in here, but then you had a video that you could rewatch as many times as you wanted, just to relearn the routine and make sure that you remember it very, very well. And I know James was telling me the same story, like he was participating in the classes initially, but then rewatching them many times just to learn the routine.
So it's really great. It really replaces your recording on your phone at the end of the class with something which is high quality, with the breakdown of the moves, and then
now even we do this timelines at the bottom, so you can jump to the particular element of the video if you want. So if you want to watch it just with music, you can boom, go to the end of the video and rewatch it with music as many times as you want again, without searching any additional hassle. This is pretty cool. When you record something on phone, sometimes it's quite difficult to find it. I always believed, I'll tell you that people who come for classes and record it after, they never watch it after. That was my theory. I know that there are few of them who do it, still watch it, but I thought that majority doesn't. With those videos, again, you don't have to record anymore after class. You can just go directly to YouTube and go through the class slowly. So I think that it will support learning process as well, especially for beginners. So I remember when I was a beginner and I was going for this beginner salsa course, and every single time when I left the class, I felt like my head exploded. And it was difficult to, even an hour after, figure out what was happening there. It was very, very hard. Then I was going for the next class, and actually, it was a lot easier. So, I mean, different. The new class was still very difficult, but the content that we covered before suddenly was clearing up. So it's again like learning languages. We'll get back to this in some other videos, probably not in this one. In this one, it's supposed to be quick summary and it's always going along. All our videos work like that. Anyway, so I was thinking, like, you imagine that you are coming to the class, you're learning sombrero, and you're thinking, how did it go? And there's no problem. You just go to YouTube, open sombrero, boom, boom, boom. It's explained, and it's explained relatively slowly. Not as fast as at the end of the class when we normally show only the move, boom, 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 boom. But actually you have some extra explanation as well. And actually I was getting some messages from people from all around the world that, I've been going through your beginners salsa course and I really enjoy it. And some couple, they were messaging us like, we danced at home and actually we feel like we can learn from it. So that was pretty encouraging. And in general, we get a lot of messages from you guys, and thanks for that, because this is another aspect that motivates us a lot. Like I was saying, that the fact that Igor is here and Andy and Olga and Rooks, James, Dave, Kat and everybody else, that keeps me going. But also getting messages from you, it's also very, very motivational for future. Okay, a bit more stats for YouTube. So, one number, 1,686 subscribers, boom. How many views did we have last year? 127,862 views. That's a pretty good number. It's interesting because it also show you how it compares to the last year. Yes. So it's an increase of 800%. This number is quite interesting as well, which is watch time. You've been watching us for 11,122 hours. I checked it yesterday also. How many days is that?
Okay, so probably we have 24 hours in a day. So then
Igor is calculating.
So it's like around 2 years?
Less. So it's 463 days. Around 463 days. So for 463 days continuously you've been watching us. It would be not enough to put one person for a year to watch our videos non-stop. You would need 1.5 of them ish. So that's pretty cool number as well. When it comes to our videos, what video was the most popular? And that's a bit surprising. I mean, or not. Is it surprising for you or not, Igor?
I think it is surprising.
So our most popular video of this year is the Bachata solo challenge. At the beginning in March, we started creating challenges for you. We started with salsa. That was quite alright. I think it has around 3,000 views right now. And then was the week after, or 2 weeks after even. I think we were doing it week by week.
I think so. Yeah, it was
I
weekly.
think it was weekly. So we did this Bachata challenge, and this Bachata challenge has right now around 7,500. Let me exactly check it for you. Yeah, so it's 7,503 views. I believe part of it are obviously people who participated in the challenge, but that would reach around like 400-500 views max, and everything else are just random views from all around the world.
Yeah, because it was published in March.
Yeah, I think so. 24th of March.
So yeah, so probably somewhere here. But then, in the first 7 days, you got 1,000 views.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
So 6,500 came after the challenge.
Yeah.
Was over.
Yeah, that's crazy. And even now we can see the statistics here in front of us. The last 2 days, it's 63 views again. So people still keep watching this video. That's again very motivational. However, it's very difficult for me to tell why this video, because comparing to other videos, this one is not so great. We've done better ones, like even for Bachata, because some people say, "Oh, Bachata is taking over," and the thing is that we have other Bachata videos that are better than this one. And for some reason, like better for many different aspects. Like for even if you think about how sequence is designed, all other sequences are better. Like you rarely come back to this one.
Yeah, I don't remember this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember all the other sequences, but not this one.
Yeah, exactly. And then technically, that was not the best video as well. I was still using the tablet for the back camera, so yeah, I think there are many strange things happening on YouTube, many algorithms that I don't understand yet. I keep learning about it, yeah, and I try to make things better. Who knows, maybe in the next year there will magically appear some person who will deeply get interested in how YouTube works and will try to push this channel from this other more technical perspective. I think that would be worth doing, and I believe there are some people who live in Manchester, are interested in dancing and would like to work with us. Who knows? Maybe it will happen. And then when we talk about plans again, we can say no plans, and then
we said no goals.
No goals. But again, yeah, okay. So this will be truly a wish, not a goal. I would like to find somebody also during the next year who would, who would be second me. What I mean by that, so like in literally all videos, or okay, almost Ola did by herself maybe 2 videos, like Bachata Lady Styling, 3 because there were 2 waves, yeah. But all other videos, I was leading them. So if there was somebody who would be pushy enough to start leading videos online and classes and things like that, that would be nice goal. I mean, nice achievement if we manage to push through that. There are some people who are definitely getting there in here. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe there will be soon videos without me. I mean, I will not disappear. No worries. But that would be nice. Because when we summarize this year, I have to say that was the year that I spent working the biggest number of hours ever. I can't compare it to any other year because, yeah, I basically was running all classes here in real life, then preparing classes for YouTube, recording them, and then going back home and really editing them at night again.
And preparing for the live classes next day.
That's another thing, yeah. So it was like a very, very long cycle. And yeah, I was spending like minimum 12 hours a day working this year and like 7 days a week, really. Not many days off. But I don't say that to complain. I think this is a good achievement. Like, again, I feel that I didn't waste this year. It's not like I say that, oh, because I didn't work that much in the previous years, I wasted previous years. It's not how it works. But this year was very specific, very different. And again, I believe that it wasn't wasted. It was, I don't want to call it fruitful. That's the wrong word. There were not many fruits, but we planted many seeds, or maybe this way.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. So all of this, what we've done this year, most likely will benefit in future, both from perspective of our students and their dancing, and also YouTube, and in general everything what we've done at La Suerte. I think it will have an effect in the future years, and hopefully this year as well. Another thing that I have to say is that all of this wouldn't be possible without people who put their passion, energy, and time in everything what we've been doing. That a very good example of it is even past few days we've been painting the space on top of the mirrors. If you've seen our last live class, you already could see some elements of it, but there will be more. When it's completed, we'll show you the time lapse of it. We are actually making photos every 30 seconds, so I think it will be pretty cool compilation when it's done. Kat is the artistic director of it. I think it's very, very nice painting. We keep changing things in here even. So like even this last few days, so this period between Christmas and New Year, when we couldn't do much when it comes to dancing, we still dance for ourselves, but obviously we couldn't do much with the public because now again we have to be closed. We decided to start painting. I also have to thank to people who supported us financially during these difficult times. It helps a lot. Thanks, guys. There were some people who helped a lot, and probably I should name them personally in here, but maybe they don't want to be named. I'm not sure about it, so I'll skip it. I already sent you guys messages, so big thanks for all of it. It really matters a lot. Thanks to that, we could continue with a lot lighter heads. So this year I didn't have to worry that much whether we are going to survive or not. Thanks to what you were doing, actually it was possible. So big thanks for that, and obviously if you can support us, there are donation links at the bottom of this video in description. There is both PayPal and link to our Patreon, so if you would like to become a patron of La Suerte and of our YouTube channel, you can do that as well. Before I finish the video, I'll say what I say every single time: like, subscribe and press the bell. Like, subscribe and press the bell. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We wish you all the best in the next year. I hope it will be better. I'm pretty sure it will be better, and I think it will be a lot better. It has to be a lot better, no?
Yes, it will be. I think everything is it looks optimistic, like,
yeah,
and we are optimistic.
We are optimistic. We look forward to that. I wish that, if I can wish something to myself, is that we will see you in person a lot more often than it happened the last year. That was one of the elements that is really missing, and one of the reasons why we run the dance school, because we do it for people, with people, and when this people aspect is missing, it gets a bit more difficult. Obviously there were still a few of you in here, and I'm very grateful for that. So all the best in the next year. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time very, very soon. Bye bye.
See you.